जय श्री श्री राधा माधव की जय, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकय चक्षु उन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So, as Mataji mentioned, today we are going to discuss about humility. So I understand many are new members here, new batch of Bhakti Shastri, and many devotees. This is first value class they are attending online. So I thought we will start with the value of the value class. So may I request to share the first purpose of ISKCON? So who is taking care of that part?
Yes, Ambika, you are managing. Can you? You are the host, Gokulesvara Prabhu. You can share whatever you like.
Oh, I am not prepared. I thought somebody from that side. I am not on laptop actually.
Did you send what you wanted to share?
Yeah.
Okay.
One verse and one first purpose of ISKCON. Anybody on the laptop, it will be easy.
To whom did you send it?
Rameshwari Mataji. I just mentioned to her. You want me to try?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I made Rameshwari Mataji as a co-host, so it should be possible for her to share. No, thank you.
Okay, I am trying from here, but I can't see my own screen. Anybody can see my screen?
Yes, Prabhu, we can see. Yes, go ahead. Something is happening.
But I can't see my screen, so I don't know what is happening. I am first time doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe somebody else can share. Rameshwari Matre, will you be able to?
Sorry for the hiccups here. Ambika, the file has been sent to you. Can you please share?
Hare Krishna. Yes, I will share now.
Okay, Prabhu, do not worry. We will share.
Okay, no.
I'm sorry, we should have informed you that Rameshwari is no more managing this particular part, your value classes.
Okay.
So we'll send you the address of the person who is managing it.
Okay, so there are 7 purposes of ISKCON. I just want the first purpose to be on the screen.
Yeah, we see it, Prabhu. We are done, I think. What is this? What is this?
This is Chaitanya Charitamrita.
We
Madhya-
want the first purpose of ISKCON. It's not that.
This is the information that I have on my WhatsApp. 16263.
So we will need this letter. Can we start with the first purpose of ISKCON?
You must have another file, the first purpose of ISKCON.
No, you can search in the same Veda base first purpose of ISKCON. Okay, maybe I will read it just. Yeah, okay, we have it here.
Yes, Prabhu, it has arrived. Okay.
Okay, so can I request some new student to read the first one, first purpose? Volunteers?
Should I read?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes. To systematically propagate spiritual knowledge to society at large and to educate all people in the techniques of spiritual life in order to check the imbalance of values in life and to achieve real unity and peace in the world.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare
So I'm sorry for this goof up. It unnecessarily wasted your time, but I just wanted that we read this. So every ISKCON member should know the 7 purposes of ISKCON. This is personally written by Srila Prabhupada. And can we mute Prabhu? Can you mute yourself, Prabhu? So this is personally written by Srila Prabhupada, and every single activity and decision in ISKCON is as per these 7 purposes. So the first purpose, to systematically propagate spiritual knowledge to society at large and to educate all people in the techniques of spiritual life in order to check the imbalance of values in life and to achieve real unity and peace in the world. So education involves 3 broad items: knowledge, skills, and values, or sometimes attitude. So knowledge, skills, values. Knowledge is the information we receive. Skill is the practical skill we learn to perform an activity. And values is the qualities, character, and the importance of a particular activity. For example, offenseless chanting. If we want to educate somebody on offenseless chanting, the knowledge means he should have information of what are the offenses, the 10 nama aparadh. That's knowledge. Then skill, he should know how to chant without offenses, how to avoid offenses, what happens if the offense occur. And values means he should know why it is important to chant offenselessly. So the first purpose itself includes all the 3 aspects which are part of any education system or any education society. To systematically propagate spiritual knowledge. So Prabhupada writes the word knowledge here. That information has to be given. And to educate in all people in the techniques. Techniques is another word for skills. Techniques of spiritual life. What to do, how to do, and why to do. So technique comes in how to do, and knowledge comes in what to do. In order to check the imbalance of values. Imbalance of values, so that the values are balanced, values are present, character is formed. So if these values are not present, and only information is there, and skill is there, then we will not advance in devotional service. We remain a neophyte in the absence of good qualities and character. We may get attracted, or somebody may get attracted to us because we are having tilak, kanti, we are chanting, we are attending programs, we are giving class, we are leading kirtan. But they will stay with us only if we have good qualities, only if we have good character. Somebody has a skill of giving a class. Somebody has information of the scriptures which he will make as a content of the class. But if he doesn't have good character, will we like to hear that class? Will we like to have such a friend who has information, who has skill, but doesn't have character? So in Bhakti Shastri and other courses, we get all the 3. We get information which is covered in the scriptures. We get skills. May I request other devotees to please mute your devices? So when we hear a class in Bhakti Shastri and other courses, we get information, knowledge covered in the scriptures. We also learn skills by serving prasadam, by asking questions, by doing devotional activities, retreats, and values we learn in the classes as well as in the value class, which help us to go forward in Krishna consciousness. So that's the value of the value class, very valuable, very important. And these values, they help us to become a good citizen, a better devotee of Krishna. Okay, we can stop sharing the screen and share the Sorry, share the Chaitanya Charitamrita words again, Mataji. Yeah, so today's topic is humility. And we will read a verse from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 16, verse number 263 and 264. So this is spoken by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Tara dainya dekhi shuni pasana vidare, ami tushta hoy tabe kahilun duhare, uttama hoy hina kari manah apnare, achire karibe Krishna tumara uddhare. So translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Indeed, the humility of these two brothers could even melt stone. Because I was very pleased with their behavior, I told them, although you are both very much exalted, you consider yourselves inferior, and because of this, Krishna will very soon deliver you. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Such are the qualifications of a pure devotee. Materially, one may be very opulent, experienced, influential, and educated. But if one still thinks himself lower than straw in the street, one attracts the attention of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Lord Krishna. Although Maharaj Prataprudra was a king, he took up a broom to cleanse in the road for Lord Jagannath's Rath chariot. Because of this humble service, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased with the king, and for that reason the Lord embraced him. According to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instructions, a devotee should never be puffed up by material power. He should know that material power is a result of one's past good activities, karma, and is consequently transient. At any moment, all one's material opulence can be finished. Therefore, a devotee is never proud of such opulence. He is always humble and meek, considering himself lower than a piece of straw. Because of this, the devotees are eligible to return home back to Godhead. Hare Krishna. Okay, we can stop sharing the screen. Thank you. So, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorifying two brothers. Two brothers are Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami. And is glorifying their humility, that their humility is such that even stones can melt. Melting stones, that's not an ordinary activity. So even stones can melt, which means even a person's heart is like stone. It will melt, seeing the behavior, humble behavior of Rupa and Sanatan Goswami. Even though they are so exalted, but they consider themselves inferior, like a straw in the street. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, because of this, definitely they'll get my mercy, they'll get mercy of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, just by being humble. So Sri Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, they were ministers of the King of Bengal, Prime Minister and Finance Minister and Home Minister, even Anupam. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arrived in Ramakeli, at night they went to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and they put straw in their mouth and they put cloth in their neck. They paid full Dandvat Pranam to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. And they were even ashamed to introduce themselves, thinking we are very fallen, we are sinful, we are low class. Which Prime Minister and Finance Minister or Home Minister will be ashamed to introduce himself? People in the world, when they have certain position, they make visiting card and they like to display it to others. And they put it on their door. I am so and so. Here there are ministers, but they are ashamed to introduce themselves because they think genuinely that we are not qualified. Paying Dandvat Pranam, they offered prayers to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they said, my dear Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you are Patita Pavan. Patita Pavan, deliverer of fallen people. Definitely you have delivered Jagai and Madai. But if you really want to keep your name Patita Pavan, continue to maintain your name Patita Pavan, you should deliver us because we are more fallen than Jagai and Madai. By delivering Jagai and Madai, you are not Patita Pavan. You will be Patita Pavan only after you deliver us. We are so fallen. That's Rupa and Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami, while staying in Sri Jagannath Puri, he would not go inside the temple to take darshan of Lord Jagannath. He was allowed to do, but he would not go, thinking, I am very fallen, I am not qualified. He will not even go on the road which leads to the temple of Lord Jagannath. Because he would think that if I go on that road and by mistake some visitor touches me, then he will become impure by touching my fallen body. And with that impure body, he will go and take darshan of Lord Jagannath. And that will be offense. So he will not even go on the road, main road, where visitors come and go. So that's the humility of Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, which attracted the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which can melt stones. King Prataprudra is a king of Puri, pure devotee of Jagannath. And he wanted to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I am a sannyasi. Why should I meet a king who is busy with money and woman in opulences? King Prataprudra is such a pure devotee. He cried to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He implored Nityanand Prabhu. He implored Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He implored Ramanand Rai. He implored Srivas Pandit. And so many other devotees, please, please, on my behalf, arrange my meeting with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And all the devotees separately as well as collectively approached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu denied. They said he is a very pure devotee. He is your servant. But Chaitanya said, no, I have nothing to do with a king, with an opulent person, with a sense gratifier. So much so King Prataprutra was considering giving up his throne. He is not meeting me because I am a king, so let me not be a king so that he meets me. Giving up his throne and becoming a Babaji, a mendicant, committing suicide. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to his followers, look, you are disturbing me by bringing this agenda again. And if you again talk about this, I will leave Jagannath Puri and go. So now Prataprudra cannot even approach because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling he will leave Jagannath Puri and go away. So finally on Rath Yatra day, King Prataprudra, he started brooming the road in front of the Rath. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw this, he became very pleased that he is humbly doing menial service to Lord Jagannath. And he agreed to give him his mercy and he embraced him eventually. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got attracted to give mercy to Prataprudra when his humility was displayed by doing menial service to Lord Jagannath. Trinad api suni chena taror iva shahishuna amani namana dena kirtaniya sada hari. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, if you want to do kirtaniya sada hari, if you want to 24 hours chant the holy name and engage in Krishna consciousness, then these things are required. And one of them is humility, Trinad api suni chena, to be as humble as straw in the street. Humility means thinking oneself of less value than others. Thinking oneself less value than what others think of you. An exalted person thinking himself inferior is humility. An inferior person thinking himself advanced is pride and arrogance. So when your inside is greater than outside, when your inside is greater than outside, that's humility. And it should be genuine, not just words. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami writes Chaitanya Chaitamrita, and in that when he talks about himself, he says, I am lower than the worm in the stool. Which author will like that? And he's writing such a great literature. So that's genuine humility. Not whole day thinking I am low, I am first low class, I am bad, I am fallen. Not even thinking of yourself, just thinking of Krishna, that's real humility. Are we so important that I think of myself whole day? That I am fallen, I am fallen, I am fallen, I am fallen, chant the whole day. That's not humility. To really engage in servant of Krishna, that's humility. Opposite is pride, to think I can manage, I'm independent. Servant means dependent on Krishna. Always bow down to Krishna. Offer obeisances to Krishna, to Guru, to scriptures, to deities, to Tulsi Maharani, to worshipable personalities, to Dham, to Yamuna Maya, to Govardhan, to Radha Kund, to Shyam Kund, to Vaishnavas, seniors, to advanced souls. That's humility. Pride means standing, thinking that I don't care, I can manage. In childhood, we read a story. There was a big tree in a playground, standing tall. And around there were lots of grass. And whenever a little breeze will come, the grass will bend. Whenever some boys are playing football and the ball comes on the grass will bend. Whenever somebody walks, they will trample the grass. But they will not touch the tree. They will go around, change the path. So the tree used to speak to the grass. He said, what kind of nonsense life you have? You are so afraid. You are so subdued. One football and you are finished. One boy and you are trampled. One breeze and you bend down. Look at me. I stand erect. Whether the ball comes, whether the boys come, whether the wind comes, I stand erect. Nobody can trample me. Nobody can put their feet on my head. Your life is useless. And the grass, very meek and humble, do not speak, remain silent, say yes. So like this, days were passed by. One night there was very heavy shower, very heavy rain, and lightning and thundering. And whole night the grass was just doing Dandvat Pranam inside the mud. So much breeze and so much wind. So much noise. Morning when the rain finished, reduced, and the sun was rising, the grass somehow got up with back pain. Oh, so much bending. And he saw the tree was not there. The tree got uprooted and fell. So the grass, which was bowing down, got protected. And the tree, which was standing erect, was uprooted. So when you bow down, you are protected. When you stand with pride, Maya will kick you very hard. Mama Maya Durataya. Krishna says, my Maya is very difficult to overcome. Nobody can overcome it. But if you surrender to me, which means humbly bowing down to Krishna, taking his shelter, then you can overcome. So we bow down, we take Krishna's shelter, we be respectful to everybody, and we understand we are inferior to everybody, we are not valuable. Don't give more value to ourselves. Without humility, there is no progress in Krishna consciousness. If you find somebody progressing in Krishna consciousness and he doesn't have humility, then that is illusory progress. That's not real progress. That person is not going forward. He's only having some material or institutional achievements, but not going forward in Krishna consciousness, not growing in Krishna consciousness. So humility, like a straw, whatever happens to the straw remains on the ground, doesn't think I am great. Whatever achievements happen, whatever appreciation happen, we should not think I am great. Whatever is available to us, whatever opulences we have is because of Krishna's mercy, not because I am qualified or I am great. So we should not be attached to those opulences or positions and just facilities and just continue to serve Krishna. A low value can reach Krishna faster than a higher value person. Once there was a businessman and he went to a shop to do some purchase. And the purchase was of $100 or 100 rupees, whatever is your currency. Sorry, $99. And he gave $100 bill or 99 rupees and he get 100 rupees. So he got one coin back, 1 rupee coin. And he put it in his purse. His purse already contained one 2,000 rupee note or one bigger note. Whatever your countries you consider, I am using rupees here. So in his purse was one 2,000 rupee and one 1 rupee coin. And he put it in his pocket and left the place. Now the 2,000 rupee started speaking to 1 rupee coin. Said, hey, you nonsense. Don't touch me. You know who am I? I am 2,000 rupee. You know what is my value? I've been to places. I've been to Delhi. I've been to Mumbai. I've been to Chennai. I've been to Hyderabad. I've been in the pocket of Prime Minister. I've been in the pocket of Sachin Tendulkar, the cricketer. I've been in the pocket of most beautiful woman, Aishwarya Rai. I've been to places. What is your value? That 1 rupee coin, very humble, he said, oh, I have not been to Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai in big pockets. But yeah, I have been in the hundi of Shri Radha Shyam Sundar in Vrindavan and Shri Radha Raman in Vrindavan, Shri Radha Rasbihari in Juhu, Tirupati Balaji. Because in all these temples at the lotus feet of Krishna, people put 1 rupee coin only. They don't put 2,000 rupees. The coin has been to lotus feet of Krishna, but the note has not been. The dollar bill doesn't goes to ISKCON temple, but $1, 1 coin goes to ISKCON. So thinking myself inferior is not an artificial thing. As we advance, it automatically happens. The more a devotee advances, the more he becomes humble. In fact, becoming humble is a proof of advancement. Becoming humble is a symptom of advancement. Becoming humble is a characterization of advancement. And lack of humility is a proof that one is not advanced. So we have to be advanced. That means we have to be humble, not just senior. There's a difference between seniority and advancement. Seniority doesn't require much qualification. It's easy to become senior. It's very easy. I'll tell you a very simple technique to become senior devotee. Just keep breathing. Just be alive. After a few years, you'll be a senior person in your group or in your temple or in your society. Just be alive. You'll be a senior person. Senior by age, senior by number of years. But at the same time, we have an opportunity to become advanced, and that happens by developing nice sadhana. Because nice sadhana, chanting, hearing, Mangalarati, Guru Puja, Rasika, Tulsi Aarti, class, that helps us to develop real humility. The more we advance, the more we become humble. The more we go forward, the more we understand that I am servant of Krishna. I am servant of Krishna. Das, Anudas. Not boss, uske upar bada boss. We're not here to become masters or boss. That's material disease. We are here to become servant of Krishna. So this realization that I am servant of Krishna means an advanced soul. That I am master, I am controller, that's material psychology. The Krishna consciousness is servant of Krishna. Das, Anudas. So the more we go closer to Krishna, the more we become servant of Krishna. The more you know Krishna, the more you don't know Krishna. All the students, especially Bhakti Shastri and others also, the day you start a Bhakti Shastri and the day you end Bhakti Shastri, and if you are hoping that the day you end, you will know more than the day you started, then I am sorry to say that's not going to happen. You will know less than you started. Believe me. We all joined Bhakti Shastri to know more about Krishna. But actually, you don't know about Krishna. The more you know, the more you don't know. That's real. And that reality, that experience will automatically make us humble. For example, just for example to understand, say we measure the knowledge of Krishna as some 100 units. 100 units. And I know 1 unit, just 1%. So Krishna's knowledge is 100 units and I know 1 unit. So I don't know 99 units, right? 1 I know, 99 I don't know. So now I read Gita, read Bhagavatam, hear classes. So I grow from 1 unit to 2 unit. Earlier I know 1 unit, now I know more. I know 2 unit. So earlier I didn't know 99 unit. Now how much I don't know? Somebody can explain me how much I don't know? Unmute and tell.
98.
98? No.
2
900,
units.
998. Because when I know 1 unit, my understanding is Krishna is 100 unit. So I don't know 99.
Right.
But when I know 2 unit, I realize, oh, I was wrong. Krishna is not 100. Krishna is 1000.
Right.
Because when I know from 1 to 2, My understanding goes from 100 to 1000 of Krishna. So when I know from 1 to 2, I don't know from 99 to 999 that Krishna is 1000 actually. So I don't know 1000 minus 2, not 100 minus 2. And that's 998. Clear?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
So from 99, from 1 I went to 2, which is growth. The more I know. And 99, from 99 I went to 999. The more I don't know. So earlier I think Krishna is 99. Baapre. Now I think Krishna is 998. Then I think Krishna is 9997. Then 9 lakh. Oh, I cannot know Krishna. Better I offer him obeisances. That's the final conclusion of any devotee who wants to know Krishna. Anybody who you meet in your life who says, I understand Krishna, you should understand that he has not even started it. Lord Brahma says, one day a scientist of this world can count all the dust particles. They can count all the snowflakes. They can count all the drops of water, but they will never start to count the qualities and glories of Krishna. That's Lord Brahma. So nobody can understand Krishna. The more you know, the more you don't know. So the only thing you can do to Krishna is pay obeisances. And that's final conclusion of all knowledge. And that's humility. Nal Kuber and Manigriv in Damodar Leela, they offered many prayers to Krishna, and at the end they say, oh, we can't offer all these prayers because they will never end. The only thing we can do, my Lord, is to offer you obeisances, and they offered obeisances. Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, hearing, finally he said obeisances to you in the front, in the back, in the left, in the right, in the top, in the bottom, everywhere let me offer you obeisances. And we are so fortunate, Srila Prabhupada taught us the highest realization of a devotee to offer obeisances to Krishna. When we first time enter the temple, we are given that ready-made in our hand, go and offer obeisances to Shyam Sundar. Even a child comes to temple, he offers obeisances. So offering obeisances is not an ordinary activity. It's expression of real humility, which is born out of conclusion of trying to understand Krishna, that he is great. He is so great. I should bow down to him. I should offer obeisances to him. So we should not offer obeisances just mechanically. We should understand he is a great supreme personality of Godhead. So we develop this humility by being with senior advanced souls, by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, by attentively chanting, and by doing menial services, offering obeisances, cleaning the temple, cutting and cooking for the Lord, serving prasadam, serving Vaishnavas, and all other services. We do with this service attitude that I am servant of Krishna. And that way we develop this humility. And as I said, without humility, there is no progress in devotional service. We should not get attracted to so-called external achievements and forget internal development. We have to develop ourselves internally to become a better devotee. And the first step is humility. Without the first step, we can't go to second step. So, developing humility and following Vaishnava etiquette to have a humble behavior is of utmost importance if we want to practice Krishna consciousness nicely, whole life, and go back home, back to God. So we should learn more about this and imbibe this in our life. Okay, we will end here. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. And we will take part 2 of this class next, I think, 16th of July. day after tomorrow. Thank you. Hare Krishna. If there are any questions or comments, you may please unmute and ask. I see Chaturbhuj Prabhu here. Hare Krishna.
कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा
कैसे हैं चतुर्भुज प्रभु?
ठीक है रोज
भक्ति शास्त्री शुरू की।
हाँ
इधर राधा कुंड में अभी।
राधा कुंड में फिर थोड़ा टाइम मिल जाए कर
ओके, अच्छी बात है।
सेवा हरे कृष्णा
Yes, I know
Does
Chaturbhuj.
anyone have any question to ask from Gokulesvara Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. I'm rasaleela. Yes, Prabhuji,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask the question, like, can you please little elaborate humility, like some people, they do a lot of Dandavat Pranams and this, and we think that they are, oh my God, they are so humility, but inside what's going on, we don't know. And we think it's humility, and afterward we comes to know that this is an all fault finding. We start doing the fault finding. How can we judge that this is humility?
Okay, so we should not judge. For developing our own humility, we should understand that we should not judge. Every devotee, whatever life they are living, they have a chance to become humble every day. So what they did yesterday should not matter if today they are trying to offer obeisances and trying to become humble. So judgment is not good. We should not judge devotees. So we should try to be humble ourselves. When we are humble, automatically we will see and understand genuine humility and get attracted to it. And when we are humble, automatically false humility will get repelled. That will naturally happen. So judging devotees based on few events or few experiences is not a good plan, good way. So we develop humility and appreciate others who are trying to have a humble behavior. We don't know their hearts and nobody knows our hearts. It's not easy to know others' hearts. So we respond to their behavior humbly and associate. If some association is not favorable to our bhakti, so we associate anukul, favorable to our bhakti, but not judge others. It's like this, suppose I am a diabetes patient. So gulab jamun is not good for me. But I don't judge that gulab jamun is a bad item. No, gulab jamun is a good item, not good for me. But I don't pass a judgment. From today, no more gulab jamuns. The world should be rid of gulab jamuns. No, gulab is a good item, not good for me. So we can discriminate based on what is good for my spiritual life, but not judge that something or somebody is bad. Okay?
Prabhuji, one more question. Like sometimes we say that this he is so humble, he's doing, but we should see the consciousness, not the Dandavat Pranams. But how can we see the consciousness? First, we have to see the behavior. Then only we will attach with that person and meet with person, talk with person. Then we will come to know about the consciousness.
Yes, you are correct. We should not judge first of all, and even for discrimination.
If he is doing Dandavat Pranams and his behavior is good, for us he is humble.
Yes.
Consciousness is
Yes,
secondary.
yes.
Now, when I will meet with her or him, I will talk to her, him, then only I will come to know about her consciousness.
Yes. So we
Thank
should
you,
respond to the humble behavior and
Yes.
appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Next question.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. This is Yaji from China. So my question is, if you're working in kind of like a leader role in a team, how do you maintain your humility while exercising your leadership? Because sometimes the leadership role and humility, especially in the material world, they don't go together that well. So
Okay. So are you asking leader of subordinates who are devotees or subordinates who are in official capacity?
Sorry, can you just repeat?
Okay, my question is, are you asking leader of subordinates who are devotees or subordinates who are some of his colleagues or something like that?
I mean, like if you're a leader in a group, especially in the material world, sometimes you have to be like firm, have to be kind of like you know, if you show a lot of humility, a lot of times the people working under you, they'll think you are not being like a very strong leader, if that makes sense.
Well, in the corporate world or material world, there is misunderstanding of what is humility and what is leader. The leader is one who leads by example. Who leads by example, is a good role model for others to follow. And one can be firm as well as humble. They are not opposite to each other. If one is arrogant and proud, giving value more to oneself, that's opposite to humility. So a leader should give more value to subordinates and be a role model for them to perform whatever task is there.
Thank you.
So unless we are genuinely humble, which means knowing that others' value is more than me, will not be able to display humility. It will be mode of passion. So we should genuinely understand that I am servant of Krishna and all other part and parcel of Krishna are valued part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna values them, so I should also value them. And we perform. So like a mother chastises the child or spiritual master chastises the disciple, that doesn't mean spiritual master is not humble. Chastisement is not a proof that spiritual master is not humble, he is very proud. No, he is doing his service and his service is to chastise. So spiritual master understands I am servant of Krishna and I am doing the service to Krishna by chastising. So it is an internal attitude that I am part and parcel of Krishna and performing my task, leading a group whom I value, who are valuable. So firm and humility go together. That's okay.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay. Any more questions? Any comments, Prasanta Mataji?
Thank you very much, Gokulesvara Prabhu, for giving us very good reminders. As you say, the tendency is to become senior by age. So thank you for giving us these wonderful reminders about humility. And this wonderful example of the tree and the grass was so beautiful. The grass bends, it's considered a weakness by the proud people. But when there is crisis, then we see the advantage of humility, that those who are proud break and those who are humble survive. So life has a tendency to make us humble whether we want it or not. So we better want it and make efforts to become humble before life, like this great storm that uprooted the tree. Before life comes to us with a big storm to force us to become humble. Pride is, in one sense, the opposite of humility, and it is never advised for those who are on the spiritual path. So this was a wonderful hearing for this morning, and I'm sure everybody benefited. We had about over 40 devotees taking part in the class from the various batches, and we will be eagerly waiting for the next class, which will be on Friday. And in the meantime, you please all remember these instructions, meditate on them, and practice this wonderful quality. You'll be given a chance every week to practice a new quality, and it's not one after the next, it's an accumulation. So this is the first one. So please practice that, meditate on it. Thank you, Gokulesvara Prabhu. We will see you again on Friday. We deeply appreciate your contribution to these classes and to the VIHE in general. We are very happy to have you as part of the VIHE team. So we'll see you again on Friday. Hari Hari.
Thank you, Mataji. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.